Hello, hello, hello. It's 5 o'clock New York time. I'm pretty close to on time today, and this is Radio Free Wall Street, and oh my God, the market woke up and said, maybe this Trump bump shit ain't going to work. Kim Numchuck says, you don't remove the troops, I don't want to do a deal. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. And then Iran meets with the Europeans. The Europeans go, we don't want to pull out of the Iranian deal. We go, oh, no, shit. And all of a sudden, Donald Trump's world's coming a little bit unglued. And not that I really give a shit, but there's a lot of nasty stuff going on here. And the big story is, forget the president and the Democrats and the Republicans and the FBI witch hunt and Hannity protecting the president and from the biggest story of the year and all that bullshit. Focus on this. The Fed has had 10 years of quantum easing. The easiest money supply ever. The cheapest credit ever. Vast amount of money pumped into the system the most ever. And the party's over. Trump, no Trump, bump, no dump, FBI, deep state, restate, hula, volcanoes erupting in Hawaii. None of that matters. Very simple. When there's no money, there's no market. When there's no market, it's a recession. Pretty simple. We've seen it enough times. The yield on the 2-year soared today to the highest level since when? Well, last wipeout. So we're now at the same interest rate right before the wipeout. And the yield curve is flattening, and it'll soon invert. And the stock market will go, well, yeah, you got to invest now and buy now because you got to buy now to buy now. And if you don't buy now, you won't buy now. And everyone knows the market always buys now. And you go, well, that's the problem is that you have these things called depressions and recessions. And you guys say the market always comes back after you throw out the loser stocks and you put in the next group of winners. We can't do that because we bought the losers. Gold dropped $22. Oh, shit, not gold. Yeah, remember, they got that guy on TV who'll give you a 1 gram gold-plated bar. Now, if you want to hold out, he'll give you a 1 gram silver bar. Now, I hope you don't hurt your back lifting it up. Ridiculous. Anyway, the stock market got its ass cleaned out today. This is very significant, friends, and I'll tell you why. This is not supposed to happen. This is a dead count bounce, not the start of a next rally in the market. We are entering a recession. Treasury yield curves are flatter than a pancake. I didn't want to use that little girl's chest analogy again. And it's getting uglier and uglier and uglier. We are going off a cliff. It's really simple. Argentina is wiping out. Oh, remember Turkey? Well, Turkey has seen its currency fall to the lowest level against the dollar. Brazil is in trouble. Mexico, well, shit. Guess what? They got a commie coming to power there. Venezuela, oh, don't make me laugh. And remember that it's your retirement funds, if you're one of them junk bond funds. I'm sorry, high yield bond retirement fund, okay, with a calculator. That's a high yield. Well, they're going to high yield you into the poorhouse. But it's a good thing. I understand that in California there's a move on the way to put taxes on business to aid the homeless. So when your broker wipes you out in these bullshit treasury of non-treasury accounts, but instead of going to U.S. government treasury, go, well, that yield's awful low. Here, slam a bang a jamma. We're going to put your IRA 4K, REK into super high yield, and then you'll retire on a beach. No. The only beach you're going to retire on is the sand that falls to the side of the road on the highway when you push your shopping cart. This is the shits. Okay, more people are about to be wiped out than you've ever seen. Now, when is it going to happen? Well, we will have an inverted yield curve at the present rate by the end of August. As we get into September, October, we may have a recession just in time for the election. Won't that be fun? The Fed is raising rates. 2-year is soaring. And the dollar is also soaring. Now, why is the dollar soaring? Well, as we've been telling you, people are going, carry trade, oh, my God. We can get the highest rate in Treasury, in any government Treasury in the world, the United States. It's guaranteed to be there because we don't want to buy this bullshit we're selling those retired guys. I mean, Italian banks don't want Italian bonds. Yeah, that's a news flash for you. Yep. Mexican investors don't want Mexican debt. That's what they sell to you, sucker. Same thing in Peru. Same thing in Brazil. Same thing all around the world. They don't want that shit. They know it's going to be worthless. Look, the Chinese maintain a huge balance of trade surplus. They don't put it in Chinese yuan. They are not buying Boon paper. They're not going into anything from the Bank of England. Why? Because the best debt sure is to be paid. Longest history, best yielding on a net basis is U.S. government debt. So while the biggest money people in the world are buying U.S. government debt, the biggest market, what are they selling you? Dog shit Puerto Rican electric bonds. How's that going to work out? Venezuela swap paper? Oh, yeah. How about in Argentina, 100-year, 7% yielding bond? That's 7%, but you ain't going to ever see it, so it's a nothing. So that is why you are seeing the rush into Treasuries. I urge you to get your money to cash in your mattress. And now that yields are nice, treasurydirect.gov. Don't send it to your broker. Don't send it to Slam and Jam and those guys in Vanguard and State Street and all those guys in Blackstone. Go to the government. Go to Source Perrier. Go to where your money's going to be there. Because let me tell you, when all that high-yield corporate shit wipes out, you won't remember what the yield they promised you was. And when all that third world shit, emerging market crap, there's no emerging market. I've been at this 30 years. 30 years Africa's emerging. 30 years Latin America's emerging. When did they freaking emerge? I'm tired of waiting. What happens every 5 to 10 years, they wipe out, go, adios, amigo. Mucho gracias. Oh, yeah. And they go laughing. Because you know what? Those central bankers, no businessmen, they ain't holding that shit. They got their money in U.S. dollars, and they got it parked in U.S. government treasury. Look, it's the biggest debt market in the world. Somebody's buying that crap, and somebody's buying it in big quantities and big numbers, and you can't have billions of dollars to spend if you're stupid. So you are on the verge of a huge market meltdown. The stock market got a whiff of it today, okay? Donald Trump's trade wars are going to devastate this economy. Little Kim Yum Numchucks, he called his bluff. He goes, no, you know, if you're going to have exercise, we're not going to negotiate shit. And Donald Trump's got a lot invested in this. Same thing with his little deal he's starting with Iran. Oh, shit. How do you like that one? Sanctions against U.S. companies. U.S. companies, you know what? You're right. We're just going to pull in our horns and not do any business. He is killing the business of American businesses, okay? He is killing the economy, the U.S. economy. These trade wars and this stupid shit is really starting to mount up in case you haven't noticed. It's getting ugly out there. People go, you know what? Bye-bye. I got 3% in a 10-year. I'll take that. Screw the market. Screw the risk. And people are becoming risk-averse. Look at what's going on here. The market is collapsing. There's no rally back. There's a dead cat bounce. This is not the next leg up of the market. Well, there's a lot of value left in the market now because, remember, we got the Donald Trump tax break, and people are going to have millions and billions to spend. Bullshit. People are going broke. Look around you. I know you can see it. Okay, this is shit. We're starting too many fights. You know, Donald Trump, you know, it's in a reality TV show. You're fired. Well, you make an asshole out of somebody that's an actor, okay? Everybody knows it's acting. It's not real. It's not real. This Donald Trump's not real. This guy is a TV producer. He's turned America into the world's biggest reality TV show. The White House is the biggest soundstage in the world. And who are the actors? Well, he's got a whole cast of actors, foreign dignitaries, rulers, business people. And they all come in here for their bid with Donald Trump. Oh, yes, Mr. President, you are really great. Yes, we here at Slam and Dammer, we're investing big, Mr. President, because of you, big. And I want, Mr. President, I want to thank you. And then you got the woman. I love the woman from the school. Oh, Donald Trump, I save $140 a year with taxes. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Oh, shit. And the one is my favorite is the school teacher. Donald Trump, I save $1.50 a week on taxes, and that's enough to pay my warehouse membership, and I can continue to save money. Oh, shit. Though what I like about it is, you know what? They publicized it. Now, they need to have some more copy guys in there and bring them to pros, because you got Huckabee. What a nasty work that is. And a lot of idiots running around in there. But listen, it's coming apart. He did sanctions against the Chinese phone company. Chinese phone company said, Well, we're going to have to fire a lot of people. And then Donald Trump said, well, I'm negotiating with X right now. X, we don't have to get carried away here. I mean, really, 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 we're friends. Who loves you, baby? You don't understand. You just had a bit part in a reality show. I didn't know hard feelings. I didn't remember this being that serious. It's okay. So as we go down the road into the darkness of night, we discover that, oh my God, there's a big shit, odd shit forming here. There is a problem. Oh my God. Who's going to be there to rescue us? Because Donald Trump is not going to do this. He is not going to pull this off. I know it's nice. I really want to believe, too. I want to have faith. Hannity's such a nice guy. I mean, convincing. I mean, I know he confers with Trump before and after every TV show. So basically, Donald Trump's still producing TV. Like I told you, the White House is the world's largest soundstage. I mean, these guys are getting serious here. Now, you need to understand that we're looking at the whole debt market go capistrano ugly. We're looking at markets that are in trouble. People finally wake up and go, maybe there's not going to be a debt deal. Maybe there's not going to be America great again. And people are headed for the door. So by the way, the stock market, just analyze the stock market. Forget the treasuries. What do you got here? You got the ultimate warning sign. On down days, it's big volume, and it stocks across the board, okay? On up days, just a few stocks, light volume, and small gains. This is the classic warning sign. Are you ready for a stock market wipeout? Are you ready for a recession, real estate crash? Are you ready for the end of the financial world? Oh, my God. Financial Armageddon is upon us. This is getting uglier and uglier and uglier. And I got to tell you, we're not going to survive this. If you're long the market, you're dead meat. You got shit bonds from municipals, they ain't going to pay you back. You got corporate junk bonds. Oh, my God. Milken became a billionaire on that shit by selling it, not buying it. Okay? Wake up and smell the coffee. We're in for the disaster master. Okay? Donald Trump is out of control. Maybe he's a really nice guy, and I'm sure the deep state's against him, and they don't understand the greatness he wants to do. But he's not going to pull off these negotiations. He's going to get a Trump moment, going to sign a funny piece of paper with those funny signatures, call to win and go home and read his script for the next reality show on a different subject. There is no follow-through. Do you remember the steel tariffs? What the hell happened to him? Repeal and replace Obamacare? Oh, that's a great one. Forcing drug companies to negotiate. Oh, well, no, we're not going to negotiate. But they've agreed to lower their prices. Oh, aren't they? They're a hero, So we are headed for some ugly, ugly times. And today is just a warning sign. The treasuries in the short term, the short end of the market, are skyrocketing. The long end is staying pretty stable. The yield curve is flattening. It will soon go inverted. The Fed is not going to stop raising rates. They've got no choice. Why? Well, they know the big one's coming. They need some cashola to go ahead and do another bailout. But this time, there's going to be no bailout. Your banker buddy's going down. Roy Rogers Bank, the one with the stagecoach? Yeah, right. That's going to be a big one. Biggest retail banker in the world. Screwed everybody in sight. They are the biggest originators of mortgage paper that's going to wipe out. Biggest originator of credit card debt. That's what I want. Credit card debt on the masses of Americans. Oh, did I mention they also jumped into the school loan paper? I mean, you talk about chock full of shit. And then you got their country cousin, okay? Now, you got to understand that Wells Fargo is the retail bank, okay? Mortgage originator and all that stuff, dealing with the masses. They ain't getting paid back. It ain't going to happen. Now you got my friends, the Deutsche Bank. Now, all I can say is Deutsche Bank tried to be a big boy. They wanted to play in the big leagues. They wanted to be in investment banking. And so they started writing derivatives paper like everybody else. And at one time, when you went on the balance sheet, there was capital against it. There's no capital. Moody's and the debt agent companies want to go, show us your plan or we're downgrading your debt. Okay, this is another warning sign. This is not happening because things are good. Things are bad. The Trump bump is over. The market is off the highs and coming down. There is no chance that we come out of this thing without a major recession. We can argue about a depression, but I think we're going to have a major depression. I'll take a recession. Shit, that's good enough. Prepare yourself. The yields are going higher on the short end. They're going higher because of lack of capital. They're going concerned because there's a risk premium being pumped into the economy. Got it? This is going to end horribly. There's no chance we don't get a recession. There is no chance we don't get a stock market wipeout. There is no chance we don't get a real estate plunge. Are you understanding that? We are at numbers that we haven't seen since the last recession. Ding, ding. Your mind should go, wait a minute, last recession? Interest rates the same? People buying protection? Demanding a premium? Funds driving up? Duh, maybe there is a problem here, Mr. Bill. Oh, you think? This is ugly. They are not revealing. You got a Latin American debt crisis out there, okay? They got no money down there. The skyrocketing dollar is bringing their currency to the lowest level against the dollar ever. That's before they wiped out the last currency, okay? That means every day it takes more and more money they don't have. They can't pay the debt like it was. They can't pay with a dollar that makes the debt that much higher, and they can't pay the higher interest rates. Wake up and smell the coffee. It's wipeout city time. Agricultural products are going to go down in price. All the metals are going down in price. We are in a recession, depression, wipeout. Lower and lower prices is the order of the day. And that is called a deflation. And that is really ugly shit. People don't understand it. Now you add to that the fact that the dollar is becoming king, but people ain't got no dollars. Stock market is a bubble. Real estate, don't get me started. The mall, have you been to those freaking places? There's nobody in there unless it's gangbangers, and they ain't spending money. They're just looking for something to steal. Hello? Hello? Wipe out up ahead. Big one. This is getting uglier and uglier by the day, okay? More and more smart money is pulling out of this market. You listen to me. These guys are running for the hills. Only people who be left are going to be the suckers who are always left holding a very empty bag. Donald Trump, you don't know what the hell he's doing. Duh. That should be obvious to you. You're making Kim Yum-Chuk king? You don't think he knows how to play that role? They've been milking money and concessions out of the world for 25 years. They got nukes, they got rockets, they ain't throwing them away. Now, Iran is in a beautiful position. Everyone is so pissed off at America and Donald Trump. Nobody wants to do business with him. They're pissed off about the sanctions. They regard America as a bully. They can't even get their own trade deal with him. Nobody wants to have anything to do with him, okay? Eventually they're going to wipe out and go, you know, it's better off if you impeach him. We'll have better luck under Pence. I mean, this is getting ugly out here. I really don't want to see you wiped out, but this is not a market that is in a pause before its next leg up. This is a market looking for a place to have a crash landing. This is the ugliest system you could ever imagine. We have got incredible amounts of bad debt that have been festering in there for years at the lowest interest rates. That party is over. Now it's going to take real money to finance deals. And they're going to have to be real deals. And they're going to have real assets, and you're going to need money to service the debt. And money is what's not going to be around. We're in a deflation. We're in a stock market wipeout. We are entering into a depression with Fed raising rates, which is a huge mistake, or with our buddies going ahead and putting your retirement accounts chock full of shit. Third world Latin America debt crisis has already begun, okay? Argentina peso is at the lowest value against the dollar ever since they issued the new one. Mexican peso plunging. Venezuela, oh my God, is that not an accident looking for a place to happen? Wake up and realize what you got going on here. There's no chance we're going to survive this thing. There is no chance the stock market is going back in rally mode. Do I say maybe there's no chance Donald Trump doesn't avoid impeachment? Well, I don't want to upset you. But you got to admit the guy's got a real fixation, obsession with this thing. It's not looking pretty out here, guys. I'm telling you, there's no money on the street. Money is drying up. The down volume is soaring. Oh, my God, it is another wipeout. Now, what's so hard to understand about that? Are you going to really let them catch you in this next dive in the market? How many of them have you watched? Did they ever tell you ahead of time, hi, hello, Mr. Jones? Yeah, this is Slamma Bama Jamma broker here, and we want to tell you get all your money out of the market because it's going to lose 70% of its value like it has the last time. And then Mrs. Jones goes, well, thank you, son. I really appreciate it. That ain't how this game works. Their job is to make your money their money. Their job is to get their shit instruments and put them into your retirement account and putting U.S. government securities in theirs. Hello? That's the game. It's a dirty business. It is ugly. And you are seeing confirmation. Remember, I've been screaming about this yield curve, screaming about short-term interest rates going higher. It's obvious. It has stopped going down. Rates are going higher and higher and higher in the short end. The yield curve is virtually flat. It's going to flip to negative. From negative, we go into a recession. And then things really get worse. Do you really want Donald Trump managing the country in this coming recession? Oh, my God. Talk about a Rocky Mountain horror show. Holy shit. Oh, no, not Donald Trump, king of debt, king of bankruptcy. It don't work that way in the United States government. It don't work that way except in sleazy real estate operators. Oh, my God. What a mistake we have made. This guy is imploding. All his deals are falling apart. But he's got to pretend like it's the art of the deal, and I'm on top of it because I'm on top of it. Yeah, right. What a horrible situation we're headed for. You have been warned. This is going to end up extremely ugly. The stock market will wipe out. The economy will go into a recession and then a depression. Real estate's going to plunge. And junk market debt? This is not the time to hold the debt that's going to be worthless paper of anybody, okay? Debt assets of companies going broke are not assets. Hello. They are receipts from the bankruptcy court.